Hello everyone, it's Michelle Gilmartin here again with a continuation of this little series we've been doing on each of our favorite features and of the new features. Well, they're all our favorite features. They're all my favorite features of the new Upgrade 3 for the Luminaire and the Solaris. So with this video, we're going to take a look at the embroidery couching, the letters that you got that loaded as part of your upgrade. So I'm going to just point them out here. They're under this little icon here. You now have a tab 2. To save time, I've actually already created a design and I've saved it in the memory of the machine. So I'm just going to pull that one back up. And you can see that we have uppercase numbers, we have lowercase, and there's also punctuation. So it's a pretty good sized alphabet. So I've already run the thread through, or the yarn through the top of the machine. I've got it on a spindle. It's through both of the guides of the thread stand. And it comes around to the thread guide that's was part of actually your upgrade 1 if you are if you have an original first year model of a Solaris or a Luminaire. If you have it was sold as part of upgrade 1. If you have a Luminaire or Solaris 2, then it came with it, but it's a specific embroidery foot for doing couching embroidery. If you took your upgrade 1 class, then you would have experienced using that foot in that class. Today we're going to actually use it again for these letters, and they're really, really pretty. They're very much, I mean, they look like chenille kind of to me. So the last step here is I have a small wire that I keep in the bag that's going to help me pass this yarn through the foot. So I threaded the yarn through the eye of this little wire. It's really the best place to keep it is in the plastic bag, because if you drop it on a table or on the floor, you'll never find it again. But also floss threader works well as well. So I'm going to pass this down through the eye of the foot there. And then I want to have at least 8 inches in front of the needle. And I am working with monofilament thread today. The yarn that I have is kind of a variegated, so I thought it would be nice if I didn't have a specific color. So there we go. Pull it around to the side here. And as you can see, I am actually working with a magnetic hoop as well. So another thing you can use a magnetic hoop for. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and select embroidery. And then green means go. So I'm going to hold on to this little piece of yarn here till it gets started. And it's always good to have an ample supply of the yarn in the machine on the top as a kind of a puddle. So if you get any pulling at all, then it's going to distort the look of your embroidery. The other thing to watch for in the yarn, or the yarn that you choose to use, is that there aren't any knots tying it off. Like I did find one in this ball of yarn, so I was careful to actually move ahead and not take a chance that the letter would sew and it would pull that knot through, because it won't go through. It won't stitch. So you want to watch for knots. And I'm going to go ahead and pause until this is almost done. All right, so it's gonna finish this. And the nice thing is it will cut your thread for you without cutting the yarn. And then now what I want to do is make sure that I have enough, that I pull enough yarn through that I have about 8 inches that can be in the front of the next letter, and also leave me enough at the other end there so that I can use a needle and pull that through to the back side. So I'm going to go ahead and start go again. I really love the way this looks though. It really, I'll try to get a little closer on that one, is it really has kind of a chenille feel and look to it. Really nice. Coming to the end almost. And I am happy to say that I did not have one thread break at all. I have monofilament in both the top and in the bobbin, and the top is actually running off the top of the machine. And everything has just run just perfectly. The only thing to be aware of is that you don't have any knots in your yarn because it won't go through, and that you have enough of a puddle of yarn in the lid of the machine so that it can actually feed freely. We're almost done here. All right. So there's our A1 sews with the new letters that loaded as part of the Luminaire and the Solaris Upgrade 3.